Now the ban has been announced. Will you, who are in the restaurant business, will you patronize these stockists for these 3 weeks? Are you patronizing them?
Thank you, Kofi. Now let's get something cleared. Now we are also stockists. Right. Because you see, some of our members, because of the fluctuation in the naira and dollar rates, they've made provision in their budget for last year. They've stocked up the one they'll use even up till April. As of last year, we've stocked them up till April. It's not as if we go to the producer to buy every now and then. Some of us, we've made projection for the ones we'll be using for the first quarter of this year, even into the second quarter. And that have been done since November, December last year. And some of these styrofoams, especially, are custom made that cannot, be used anywhere else except in the outlets of our members. So it was on this basis that the commissioner said, okay, because we made him realize that we've stocked up. Some of our members are stocked up. It was on the basis that he now gave the moratorium of 3 weeks, that should be enough for us to dispose them, which some of our members have also been telling Secretariat that it may not be. But that being said and done, the effect is going to have on we and our customers is this. Look at this example, Kofi. Coming to one of our members' restaurant, it means is you have to get a food flask, or you'll be billed for the reusable package that you'll be given. You'll be charged. That's the meaning. And let's also get something clear here. When we are saying single-use plastics, that word is big. It's big. You know that your PET bottles are single-use. Your water bottle, the one they use in packaging water, is also single-use. So we should not just look at it from the angle of the food package plastics. The water bottles that is being used to package water, the PET bottles that is being used to package carbonated drinks, they are also single-use. These are things that, are being banned collectively. But, when we tabled our things before the commissioner, one thing is clear, that the styrofoams is the one that is having 3 weeks immediate ban. For every other ones, we are still going to be, using them for the meantime, because the commissioner promised to set up a committee that will comprise people from the ministry, the people from LOMA, that's Lagos State Waste Management Authority, and people from LASEPA, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, and people from REFSPAN and MAN.
You're saying that the pack is harmful to the health of Nigerians, and you're not unaware of this. In what other ways? Is this ban currently affecting your members? And apart from that, please tell us about the ban on other plastics apart from styrofoam. That is other single-use plastics. Which ones will you not be able to use going forward again after the phase out?
Now, thank you very much. After the complete phase out, what it means is we will not be able to use any disposable plastics, single use, in all our restaurants again across the state.
That's normal takeaway pack, the one that has a cover.
Yes, that's the single use. You see where we're coming from. That's then I don't know, maybe we'll have to go back to using to bottled, if there's a word like that, to bottle our drinks. Because all those PET bottles, they are also single-use plastics. Our water, the water that we have in all our restaurants, they are also single-use. So what it means is we'll have to look for other means of, or better still, biodegradable plastics. But the but here is, do we have companies in Nigeria that can produce more than enough quantity to satisfy the millions of Nigerians, not just our customers alone? Because once this ban comes in effect, full force, when we don't know fully, but one day it will, do we have the companies that can successfully, satisfy the yearnings of all Nigerians when it comes to biodegradable plastics?
So
That's the issue.
this single use, you said the normal takeaway part, apart from styrofoam, which
Yes.
you said it also affects health. It's cancerous, and I wonder why your members have been using this thing if it's cancerous. I'm not happy to hear that. I think that your association should have at least informed Nigerians. We're giving you this thing that is used to pack food. It's cancerous, so you better be aware. This is a danger to your health if you want to use it. No information, and your members have been using it. Yeah, I have to knock you guys for that one, sir. How are you going to cope now if the single-use plastics, like the normal takeaway packs, Mr. Ogun, the normal takeaway packs, even sachet, you may not be, because sachet I think is also single-use now.
Yes, it is.
Waterproof. What are waterproof?
It is.
Waterproof. This was
They are.
because I hear some food sellers around Lagos are now using waterproof to put their food inside. All this put. So what are you going to use then?
Well, you see, we only regulate those in the formal sector. The formal sectors are those that belong to our association. The informal sector, we don't have control over them.
Yes.
That's the government.
Aware of that.
So whatever they are using is between them and government. But for us, we are also, some of our members are looking beyond this ban when it comes. Some of our members have started putting out information that, please, going forward, you may have one with your food flask. Please come with your food flask. I think I've seen one or two of our members putting up those notice. Come with your food flask.
Well, was that not too dramatic? I saw it as well. I felt it was a bit dramatic, you know.
What can we do? What can we do? We have to be in the business.
Are these biodegradable plastics? Are they that expensive to produce and to buy?
To an extent, it is. And Kofi, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Even in the modern world, in the modern countries, these things are not completely phased out or banned. They are still using them. I think it's government that is trying to, let's be honest, it's government that should do more. Let the proper enforcement mechanism be in place. That's what is being done in advanced country. Let the proper enforcement mechanism be in place. These things are recyclables. The single-use plastic, they are recyclables. Put in an incentive that once you finish using this and you have this quantity XYZ, this is the amount you get to get. This is what will pay you as a cash back for using this. Let the awareness be high. Then if you, for any reason, you see anyone disposing it indiscriminately, have a solid penalty or infringement in place. This will checkmate people to a large extent. But you see, there is no, I don't want to use the word full will from the part of the government. But if these are in place, let there be mechanism through which there will be the reward approach if you dispose properly, and there will be the stick approach if you are caught against the law disposing indiscriminately. They are still using it in advanced countries. Let's not shy away from that.
Okay. So you're saying that we should have a sort of a recycling and disposal law.
Yes, exactly. That is solid, that will not just be seen on paper, but will be seen as being implemented to the latter.
So you buy food from XYZ place and they give it to you in styrofoam. When you eat it,
No, styrofoam is a no.
Okay, you give it to you in plastic takeaway container pack. Okay,
yes.
Which you what you call single use. Now when we finish, we also dispose it in a bin. I take it to my bin, I throw it in my bin. My bin comes, Loma comes, we throw it in Loma. What else? Mm-hmm. What else am I supposed to do? I've done my part.
Now, you've done your part. Now it is now for Loma or the recycle bin collectors to now go and do the normal process of recycling with all those things and use it to recreate other materials, other products.
All right.
Rather than making it cause a nuisance to our ecosystem.
Okay. Interesting thoughts you've shared there. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Name and contribution, please.
Yes, greetings to you and your guests.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I was going to, when he was making a suggestion of recycling, and then I had already said, that styrofoam is definitely out of it before he said it. Okay, he said it. Now, but I want to ask a question. Where were we before all this came into place? What were we using? We were safer. What were we doing? even with water. Where were we? Maybe he can enlighten us, and because that can help us. Especially regarding people's health.
Yeah.
I think people would, if anybody understands what this means, how people are dying of cancer. I've just lost 2 people.
All right, thank you.
A mother and a child. Look, if we understand what this means, we obviously have to understand and do whatever it takes.
Thank you very much.
Do away with all these plastics.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. I think the good thing is that the restaurant proprietors, they are partnering with government. The only concern is the single-use plastics, those ones, because that's a long shot. But they are determined, from what the gentleman is saying here, I can tell they're determined to ensure that none of their members uses styrofoam again. I'll take another call before I give him a chance to answer the question the lady has asked. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kofi. This is Joy.
Joy, welcome. Please go.
Like forever.
We thank God. Thank God you're on.
Thank you for the person you brought there. Sometimes our policymakers, I just ask myself, is it that they really go to school with the way they enact their policies? See, in U.S., in some states, styrofoam is being phased out. And they give them, like, in some states, a window of 1 year, 2025, is to be totally out. These are business people. Some of them collected loans, some of them collected this and that to do their business. So if at all, yes, styrofoam is not good, but you just come and just say and stop it abruptly. It will also affect the economy. It is a gradual process. I know there's a pizza company, they use paper to pack their jollof rice. And I love it. People can start, imbibing that. Now, for the recycling, I have said it before in Sheriff's show, let the government put a stipend to those, if you can separate your rubber, when we come to collect your bin, this is the incentive you're going to collect. If it is to reduce your Loma bill for that month, good for you. A percentage of taking off. You see, everybody will toe that line. All this, the major issue is the government. They're not doing their part. That's the major problem.
Thank you, Joy.
Please, I'd like the government to toe the line of we getting incentive for separating our bin, recycle those. If you have your bottle, PET bottles, plastic plates, whatever,
all right. Thank you, Joy.
you have
Thank you.
separated.
Thank you.
People are going to toe that line and it will work well for us.
Thank you, Joy. I appreciate your time. We have Pastor Ladipo. If I go back to my guests, Pastor Ladipo, good morning. Please go on with your contribution.
Good morning, Bartels.
Welcome, Pastor Ladipo.
My own take on this is this. Since Pastor Ladipo calling from Orelegum,
welcome.
I know someone that has a warehouse. That is the only business he does. Now, what about if government is seeing the urgency of taking these styrophones completely away? Why not put an incentive and said, whosoever that have it, return it to so place to mop it up so that this thing can go out of circulation as quick as possible, since knowing the health hazard of this thing. That is my own take. If the government can come up with an incentive, if you have so number, come with it. We are going to give you a stipend or whatever. There is an incentive attached to it. People will come up with it with sense of urgency.
Thank you very much. Incentives again. All right, Mr. Ogun, back to you. The first listener who called, whose lady said, what were we using before? All these single-use plastics and styrofoam came up. And also, the last two callers that are agreeing with you that, the government needs to incentivize this thing. Joy, in particular, said we must have a phased approach to some of these things. Like styrofoam, the companies that were employing people and the equipment they bought are all going to go to waste. So all these things, you have to have meetings and everything. So what do you say to what our listeners have said?
I completely agree with all the listeners. And like the last caller said, that if those that are having it in bulk can be asked to mop them up so that they get an incentive on that. It's possible, because when we had the meeting, I know representative of MAN, they made mention of something that some of their members that are into the production of these things are actually running on bank facilities. And now asking them to stop production and phasing them out means they are running into bankruptcy already if they toe that line. Now, if I can also recollect quickly, I am sure the commissioner was almost doing that line of let's mop whatever we have in circulation up and see what government can do on that part. But then it also has to do with the sincerity on the part of our people. Let's be honest with ourselves. The sincerity on the part of our people. That's one. And secondly, like he said, it's only Lagos for now that we know that have banned. Other states are here to let them take it to other states and dispose it at a cheaper rate rather than being at a total loss. But that being said, I think it will not be out of place for government to come up with a very strong incentives.
All right.
For the
okay. The government says that the pronouncement of the ban of styrofoam was made over 3 years. It was made 3 years ago, and no one had tried to enforce that ban. I don't know if that's something you heard about before now. Is it true?
True. As a matter of fact, we've been on this discussion as far back as, if I can put a stamp on it, as far back as 2020. Immediately we came out of the lockdown. We've been in the discussion with representative of the ministry, that's Loma, regarding trying to go to biodegradable plastics. We've been on it. Okay. But like I said, place a ban. Where is the will to enforce it?
All right. So enforcement is very important.
Yes.
Okay.